Hi, I'm Bybreen and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. And I'm continuing with my North Node series, and today I'll be looking at the North Node in Libra. I've been off for the last few weeks because I'm dealing with another part of my life, in that I'm retraining as a software engineer, so I've been deep into working out JavaScript algorithms and also prepping for talks around artificial intelligence, so I've had to take some time out. And I love sharing my astrology with you, and I also love applying it to my own life, but I'm back. So into the North Node in Libra. So where you have a North Node in Libra means that you have a South Node in Aries. So in past lives and or maybe earlier parts of this life, you're somebody who has lived a very Aryan life, insofar as you may have shown up as somebody who's quite self-centered, selfish, maybe egotistical, bordering on narcissism. Because there's an aspect of you is that you bring your kind of Aryan Martian attributes whereby you're just focused on yourself, and there's a part of you that may feel as if other people exist to fill up your well, to fill your cup. And so what can happen is that there's this element of selfishness that you exude with other people. There's a part of you that fundamentally believes that other people are there to service you. And you've got a resistance to taking on board the views of other people. There's an impulsiveness, there's an inability to kind of rationalize another point of view. Now, those traits are actually undermining you if you're continuing to live like that in this life, because your North Node is pulling you towards cooperation, towards balance. And what you should be integrating in this world, in this lifetime, is diplomacy, tact, a willingness to collaborate with other people, a willingness to share yourself with other people. There's a sense of wanting to take centre stage and wanting to understand who you are in different scenarios. But if you're so driven by your own needs and feeling as if you have to have this sense of independence, you must be independent because independence will give you confidence, but actually what it doesn't give you is completeness, and that's what you're seeking. You'll only get that when you're in relationship with other people. So one of the things that you should be paying attention to with your North Node in Libra is to pay attention to who's actually showing up in your life, who's attracted to you, and why are they attracted to you? What is it about you that you think draws people to you? Then stop to think, how could you be of service to them? Because the way that you're going to grow into your North Node in Libra is for you to give first. So which shifts you away from this errant expectation that you are here to be served first. The idea is that you take your wisdom and your knowledge and your self-confidence that you have bucket loads of, which has been developed by this South Node in Aries, and think about how you could use that to help other people transition. With Libra, what people could be looking for is a sense of justice, a sense of balance, a sense of harmony. Don't forget, because it's ruled by Venus. So there's the aesthetic, there's the beauty, there's the conceptual thinking, there's a sense of social justice and harmony. But Librans don't start off being harmonious. In fact, Librans operate at the extremities of life. They're on the margins of life, and so their goal, your goal, is how do you work in this life to bring yourself back to this centered perspective, this centered position. The more you live into and rely on your Aryan identity, there's a sense that you don't believe as if you can participate in teams, because for you that means you're going to have to give up your independence. But in order for you to grow into completeness, that journey is going to be through you supporting other people. So the more that you can support others and you share your energy first, they then reciprocate that energy, and in that reciprocation is when you then are able to grow, to shine, and to live joyously in that harmonious way, in that Venusian way, in that very Libran way. Your ideal and your idea is for you to find methods of negotiation, methods of harmonization, Think about your talents and your skills. As somebody with the North Node in Libra, you could be a really great counsellor, therapist, negotiator, diplomat, facilitator, bringing together different ideas, not so much in a Geminian way where you're just gathering facts, but actually hearing different sides of an argument, different perspectives. How are you able to weigh up and balance, which then means that you are extracting, you're pulling out that very egocentric, driven perspective coming from the South Node in Aries. What you're doing is you're then able to be far more objective in your interactions with other people, because what you're trying to establish is who are you in different scenarios. For example, who are you when your back is against the wall? Who are you when you're standing at ease? Who are you when you're really present? But you won't be able to see that or know that or understand that if you're always taking this singular journey of being the Aryan. You've got to be first, you've got to be impulsive, you've got to be the one who's seen. The only way that you're going to bring about a real gratifying sense of completeness is if you're liaising, relating to other people. So somebody who embodied this North Node, or their North Node in Libra, was Bruce Lee. So we know him as this global, iconic martial artist. And you're thinking, Bruce Lee, martial arts, North Node in Libra? Yes, because if we think about Libra, Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is very much about art, the different art forms. He was a martial artist, a great martial artist, one of the greatest, if not the greatest martial artist to date. There was a gracefulness in his martial arts. When I was a teenager, we were all, me and my friends, we were all into martial arts. It's what we did, you know, in the 70s and the 80s. We were into martial arts, and we used to sneak into late night cinema. And I remember sneaking in to watch a rerun of Enter the Dragon. And all of us, we used to practice our kicks and our moves. And one of the things that he said, again, which is about balance, you know, don't fear the man or the woman who knows how to do 10,000 kicks. Fear the one who knows how to do one kick 10,000 times. Again, a demonstration of how to bring about balance. As much as he was this very physical person as a martial artist, he started off by opening schools, but then he was worried that the quality of his teaching would diminish if he opened up multiple schools. So what he did was he poured his energy into really finessing the craft of martial arts, very Venusian, because it was about how do you bring grace and style. He then took that into the film world, very Venusian. Entertainment, Libra is about, you know, how are we entertained, very, very Venusian. And through bringing martial arts to the world, through entertainment, he then became this global icon. That was one side of him, that was the physical side of him. The philosophical side of him was that, you know, he was a great philosopher. So here was somebody who was able to harmonize his outer world and his inner world, and was able to fuse the two. And that's the beauty of why I say he was a great example of somebody who was able to balance, harmonize, and integrate the North Node in Libra. And I'll leave you with one of his quotes, and he said, don't ask for the easy life. Don't wish for the easy life. Wish that you have the strength to actually endure a difficult life. Again, we've got this sense of life is about balances. It's about the highs. It's about the lows. It's about the peaks. It's about the troughs. It's about the dark side. It's about the light side. It can't just be this one monotonous tone. Venus is about colour, it's about beauty, and how do we paint the different shades of our life if we only live one singular life, which is this really easy life, which in my experience so far doesn't really exist. there can be ease in life, and ease in life can come when I believe you've been through possibly the dark night of the soul and you're beginning to open up your different layers and levels of consciousness. Then, instead of you fighting your way through life, you're flowing your way through life. So that's the North Node in Libra. That's it, beautiful people. Put your comments in the comment box below. Feel free to share this episode with anybody in your network, and you can like and subscribe to my channel. If you would like a personal reading with me or a consultation, drop me an email, Bybreen, samuels@googlemail.com. Until the next episode, which will be the North Node in Scorpio, stay well. Bye.